25 things I don't buy anymore and how you can save thousands. Notebooks, journals, and pens. As a former stationery addict, I used to buy notebooks, journals, and pens just because they looked cute or felt inspiring, but over time, I realized most of them just sat unused. Now, I rely on the digital tools I already use every day, my phone and laptop. Not only do I save space, but I also save money by resisting the urge to buy items I don't truly need. If you already have a few, make it a challenge to use them up before buying more. Planners used to be my go-to every January, with hopes of becoming more organized, but halfway through the year, they'd collect dust. Now I use Google Calendar and a to-do list app. They're free, accessible on all my devices, and even give reminders, something paper can't do. It's a shift that not only saved me money, but made me more consistent with my planning habits. Buying things just because they're on sale used to be one of my biggest money traps. I justify it by saying I was saving, but in reality, I was spending on things I never needed. Now I ask myself, would I buy this at full price? If the answer is no, I skip it. This mindset alone has saved me hundreds each year and kept my home less cluttered. I used to forget my reusable grocery bags and end up buying more at checkout. Not only did I waste money, but I also accumulated a pile of bags. Now I keep a set of foldable bags in my car and one in my daily bag. It's a tiny habit that adds up over time and cuts down on plastic waste too. Grocery delivery services are incredibly convenient, but the markups, delivery fees, and tips really add up. I've gone back to shopping in store, where I can compare prices, spot discounts, and stick to my list. Plus, I avoid the temptation of impulse buys that seem to always find their way into my online cart. Excess food. Overbuying food used to be a regular occurrence. I'd toss things that went bad or forgot I even had. Now I meal plan for 3 to 4 days at a time and shop accordingly. I also freeze extras when I can. It's a simple change that prevents food waste and saves money every week. Food delivery. Ordering food delivery was my lazy night default, but those small orders with delivery fees and tips really add up. Now I prep meals in advance or keep frozen options on hand for when I don't want to cook. I still treat myself occasionally, but it's intentional, not habitual. Glass jars and storage containers. It's easy to fall for beautiful glass jars and trendy organizers, but most of us already have plenty. I repurpose jars from sauces and jams, and I make do with what I have. It may not be Pinterest perfect, but it's sustainable, and it works. Kitchen gadgets. I've owned spiralizers, juicers, egg cookers, you name it. Most only got used once. Now I stick to versatile tools, a good knife, a sturdy pan, and a blender. Less clutter, less expense, and more space to actually enjoy cooking. Single-use coffee pods and takeaway coffee. A daily coffee run or using disposable pods at home used to cost me hundreds a year. Now I brew coffee at home using ground beans and a reusable filter. It's better for the planet, way cheaper, and still gives me that morning satisfaction. Bottled water. Buying bottled water regularly is both expensive and wasteful. I invested in a good water filter and a durable, reusable bottle. It's a small change that's made a big impact, not only financially, but environmentally too. Multiple reusable bottles and mugs. It's ironic that I started buying too many reusable bottles in the name of reducing waste. Now I keep just 2 that I actually use. No more cluttered cabinets or lost lids. Buy quality, not quantity. High maintenance fabrics. Clothing that needs dry cleaning or special care often ends up costing more in upkeep than it's worth. Now I buy machine washable clothes that fit my lifestyle. They're easier to maintain and save money in the long run. Jewelry. I used to pick up cheap jewelry from fast fashion stores regularly. Most of it tarnished or broke quickly. Now I stick to a few timeless pieces. I wear them more often and feel good about what I own. Shoes. I used to chase every shoe trend. Heels, boots, sneakers in every color. These days I own a few comfortable, versatile pairs that cover all occasions. Less decision fatigue, more space in the closet, and fewer regret purchases. Salon services. Getting regular trims, colors, or manicures used to cost a fortune. Now I stretch the time between visits or do basic care myself at home. There are tons of tutorials online, and with a little practice, you can really cut back on these expenses. Makeup beyond basics. I used to love collecting makeup, even shades I rarely used. Now I stick to what works and use it completely before replacing. This not only saves money but also helps reduce waste and decision fatigue. Apps and monthly memberships. It's easy to forget about app subscriptions and memberships that renew monthly. I now check my statements monthly and cancel anything I haven't used in a while. That $5 or $10 here and there adds up fast. Magazines. Buying physical magazines feels nostalgic, but they pile up quickly. Most content is available online or free through the library's digital resources. Now I consume the same great content without the cost or clutter. Streaming subscriptions. I used to subscribe to every streaming platform for fear of missing out, but I realized I couldn't possibly watch them all. Now I rotate 1 or 2 services at a time. It saves me money and helps me actually enjoy what I watch. Fast fashion. Trendy clothing used to lure me in with low prices, but the quality often matched. Now I buy fewer items, but better quality, and wear them longer. It's better for my wallet and the planet. One-off occasion. Clothes. Buying outfits for weddings or parties that I only wore once was a huge waste. Now I either borrow from friends, rent, or rewear what I already own with a new twist. It's easier than you'd think and way cheaper. Multiples and duplicates. I used to buy backup versions of everything: shoes, scissors, spatulas, but I've learned that one quality item is often enough. By resisting the urge to duplicate, I've saved money and freed up space. Premium gas. Unless your car specifically requires premium gas, using it is like pouring money down the drain. Regular gas works just fine for most vehicles and saves a good chunk at every fill-up. Extended warranties. Retailers love upselling extended warranties, but they're often not worth it. Most items fail either early on or well after the warranty expires. I rely on the manufacturer's coverage and use a credit card that offers purchase protection when possible.